Today we're going to be looking at this art piece here by an artist called RYCA. His name is Ryan Callanan, and well, it's an urban toy or a custom toy, I guess you'd call it, although toy, is kind of a loose term because this is made entirely of resin. It's more of a sculpture than anything. This, as you may have been able to tell from the title of this video, is called Jabbawookiee, which is essentially a pun or play on words based on Jabberwocky, which was originally, of course, a poem by Lewis Carroll that was in Through the Looking Glass, and later was made into a movie by Terry Gilliam. And then, if you've ever played Dungeons & Dragons, you're probably familiar with the Jabberwock too, the monster that appears in that poem. But what we have here is essentially just, a fun conglomeration of two things based on that. We have Jabba, of course, Jabba the Hutt, combined with a Wookiee, our favorite Wookiee, Chewbacca. I assume it's based on Chewbacca. We have his bandolier here, and I mean, I suppose it's difficult to tell Chewbacca from any other Wookiee, really, but this is a defining characteristic. We can see it goes around the back. We have his little sack as well, a little satchel. So this is quite a hefty thing, as I say. It's made completely out of resin, solid, fairly heavy, and fairly large, too. It is based, generally speaking, loosely based on the vintage Jabba figure. So we have, if we compare them, you can see where the inspiration really comes from. You got the shape and position of the arms there, and just sort of the general shape of everything, the tail. But everything here, the fur and, literally everything on this has been custom sculpted by Ryan and then painted and, well, cast and painted. This, as I recall, is a limited edition of 20. So if you look on the bottom, you can see this is number 7 out of 20. I'm not sure if that means that there are 13 left or what exactly, but I know there are a few left that you can get on his website right now. Actually, he's kind of been selling them over time, releasing a few every few months or something. So if you're interested, might be a time to check out that website. These are a little on the higher price side, I will say, but I was very impressed when I opened this up. This is, of course, signed by the artist and dated 2019. If you want to look at some of the details of the face, just look at that. I love his little teeth in there. Very well done. Now, Ryan also made a couple of versions of toys based on the vintage Jabba figure, which I don't have, but I am thinking of tracking down. They were called Jabba. They were released as, I believe, an exclusive, some sort of convention exclusive, and basically it was as I understand it, a casting of the vintage Jabba that he then added parts to and painted to make it look like he was Jabba was a boxer, which I thought was very clever. And now that I've seen the level of quality on here, I'm definitely interested in tracking one of those down at some point. So as I say, if you're interested, go ahead and check out his Instagram and his website there. Now I did, this was not supplied to me for free or anything like that. I did pay for this one. But I think it was well worth it for me, for the 20 people in the world who would really, really like this figure. I'm sure they would be happy with it. All right, well, that's about it for today. Thanks for watching, and we will see you soon.